Jenn Bostic is an American country music singer-songwriter based right here in Nashville. In 2012, her song Jealous of the Angels won her 5 awards. The song was released as a single in the UK in December. It reached number 1 on the singer-songwriter charts and has gone on to have over 1.3 million YouTube views. Jenn has just released her latest album and she dropped by the Talkapolis studios here in Nashville to speak with us. I'm Kane Harrison and this is Emerging Artists.
Talkapolis, the social media TV network for your city.
Hey Jenn, thank you so much for coming to Talkapolis and talking with us. You've had an incredible last year. I mean, 2012 was amazing. Super busy now in the middle of a tour and you've got an album ready to release. How's it all going?
It's been going great. It's been a busy little whirlwind, but I've been in Nashville now for, 5-6 years, and it's been really, really interesting. My journey here was Minnesota, and then I went to Berklee College of Music in Boston, and finally made my way here thinking I was going to be a pop country superstar, and now I've kind of...
Well, you are. Who are you kidding? Come on. It's all happening.
I've diverted from that path a little bit. The stuff's kind of more adult contemporary pop singer-songwriter, but it came after a lot of record label meetings that I was too pop for country and too country for pop.
So it was obviously, it's an interesting journey for you to get to Nashville, and you talk about Berklee. Like if you were going to go anywhere, you'd either, I guess, go to Belmont or Berklee to study music. So tell me about that, like the transition from being in that world of, I guess, learning the theory of music and all those things that go with it to just being out on the road and playing gigs like crazy.
Music's always been a huge part of my life. Like my family always knew kind of the background of it. My dad started me at piano lessons when I was really young, and so theory's just kind of always been a part of me, I feel like. And so when I went to Berklee, it was just, one step higher of that. And I got to learn a lot about that. And I love teaching kids and helping them understand it. So my major was actually music education there. Cool. So my focus was very much like directed in that area. And then when I got to Nashville and I started recording and writing a lot and being on the road, I feel like I'm using those things, but I'm not thinking about them intentionally. I'm just singing from my heart now, That's awesome. So obviously it helps a lot with your songwriting if you can get to that place and drag from it. Talking about songwriting, you sort of class yourself more as a singer-songwriter now than the country pop, I guess, as you talked about wanting to turn up into Nashville and do. Some resistance from labels at the beginning. Tell me about trying to find your feet in Nashville or coming to terms with the fact that you just kind of are who you are and that's how it's going to be. Yeah, well, that wasn't exactly the easiest little thing to do when I first got here. I very much thought that I needed to fit in this certain little box and be this specific artist in order to, get the big dream record deal and release an album the right way. But the right way, whatever that is. And so it took a little bit of, it took some tears and it took some figuring out. But I think when I finally stopped and realized that I needed to stop looking at everybody else around me and just focus on what makes my heart happy and why I enjoy writing songs, why I enjoy playing music. When I was able to step back and do that, that's when doors started to open. I put out a music video 2 years ago today, which is crazy. And it, about a year ago, was picked up in the UK. Somebody just sent it to a radio station and they started playing the song, and they played it a few times that week, and the numbers on Twitter and Facebook and downloads just skyrocketed, and all of a sudden we had this fan base in the UK.
Fantastic.
So to see just how my plan, didn't exactly come about, but it's been so much better than what I could have imagined, It's been a really fun journey, for sure.
I wish he was here to brush the hair back from my eyes. Tell me I'm more beautiful than any sunset sky. I wish that he could hold me, kiss me every night. 'Cause the miles between he and I have got me missing a man, missing a man. Missing a man, missing a man. I can almost hear him singing, completely out of tune, and laughing so much louder than anybody in the room. I can almost feel his whisper against my skin, but when I find the light, I don't find him. And I'm missing a man, missing a man. Missing a man, missing a man. For some reason life is keeping us apart. And I don't know why it has to be so hard. Someday I know it'll all work out, but right now, missing a man, missing a man, missing a man, missing a man. I wish there were 2 sets of shoes by the door. I wish his dirty jeans were in the middle of the floor. I wish that I could blame him for the dishes left to do. But most of all, I wish he knew I've been missing a man, missing a man, missing a man, missing a man. For some reason life is keeping us apart, and I don't know why it has to be so hard. Someday I know it'll all work out, but right now, missing a man, 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 I'm missing a man, missing a man, missing a man, missing a man, I'm missing a man, missing a man, missing a man. For some reason life is keeping us apart, and I don't know why it has to be so hard. Someday I know it'll all work out, but right now, for some reason life is keeping us apart, and I don't know why it has to be so hard. Someday I know it'll all work out, but right now, missing a man, 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 missing a man.
Bandwidth for today's show is brought to you by SoftLayer.com. We love SoftLayer here at Talkapolis. They are the greatest hosting company ever. They make everything easy. Check out their website at SoftLayer.com. Thanks again for sponsoring the show.